Hi everybody, welcome to Aikidoflow. Okay, so Aikido sometimes has got a bad rep. And the reason why it's got a bad rep is because we see so many YouTube videos where people are doing this floaty stuff and they're doing stuff where somebody touched them on the arm and they do that, the person flips over, you know, and they go flying. We see too much of that, which just isn't realistic. So that's why people will assume Aikido doesn't work. And possibly, if you practice that kind of Aikido, it's going to fail you on the street. So today, we're going to have a look at this. Why might your Aikido fail you on the street? There's things you need to do with Aikido, okay? There are different ways of practicing techniques. There's ways you can practice it in the dojo. Obviously in Aikido, you've got to practice it in a certain way so you don't hurt people. And there's ways we practice it to understand the principle and the movement and getting people off balance. But there's other ways which are more street, okay? Now, it will fail you if you don't move. Someone attacks you, you're not moving, you stand still, wait for that attack, it's gonna fail, okay? There's so many things you can implement in order to make it work, okay? So we're gonna demonstrate the difference between Aikido technique practiced in the dojo, that probably won't work in the street, and then a street version. So take a technique like Kaitanagi, okay? Kaitanagi, this is how I was taught Kaitanagi, okay?
Wait, hang a second. What, taught by me?
Yeah.
I hope not.
Well, this is how we originally learnt it, but we always, the good thing about our dojo is that we learnt the traditional way, and then we learnt the street way, okay? So this is how we practice it. We started like this, okay? This is what Kaitanagi was. It was here, 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 and then it became a throw here. So this elbow goes to the shoulder and you throw the person, okay? That's how it was. Now imagine me doing that in a street fight. I'm not gonna try to rely on that in a street fight. If I'm gonna do it in a street fight, I need to come with a bit more, you understand, a bit more aggression, okay? So, you know, we trained at this, we practiced, we looked at it in different ways, and this is what, eventually what we came up with. Now, it became, let's say someone comes with a punch, okay? It was here, bang. It was like here, I'm blocking, I'm taking this down out of the way, and I'm striking here. I'm not just going here, I'm striking, boom, on the neck. It's hard. And as I grab the neck, see where my knee is? Look how far back it is. It's gonna come all the way up, and the head's gonna come down to meet my knee, and my knee's coming up to meet the head. Hello, head, boom, boom, okay? It's coming up there, boom. And then, that's when I throw. That's when I throw afterwards. So it became, there were a couple of strikes involved there, which made it possible for this technique to work and for the person to kind of get, you know, a bit disorientated. So it was here, boom, bang. It was literally block here, bang, a nice strike here, and then it came down here. This could be to the stomach if I want. Boom, help bring it down. Can be to the face. And then I'm turning my hips here as I throw here, okay? That's the way it was. And if I implement certain techniques in a way which they're practiced in the dojo, they're not gonna work. It's gonna fail me on the street.
What happens when people overthink these initial training moves? So they're trained to do a certain move and they get into like a street situation and they're just overthinking everything.
See, what happens is, I know when we were training, there's certain techniques which work better from certain attacks. Now, if I'm here, like for example, you know, even this technique, Kaitanagi, that works best for when someone's momentum is coming towards you to come with a straight punch. That's where it works best. Now, if I'm standing there in a situation, I'm thinking, Kaitanagi, 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 and then he comes with a hook, you know, then, oh, I'm confused now. You know, I can't, you know, all of this here, oh, you know, that's too long. I'm confused. And it's because I was overthinking. If they're gonna suddenly come with a hook, I need to do something completely different. You know, I need to do something different. something that works better from that technique. So if I'm standing there overthinking it, it's going to force me into doing a specific technique, which might not be the best technique for that specific attack.
Why is it so important? I mean, we have like a history of pressure testing in our dojo. Why is it so important?
I'll tell you why pressure testing, anyone who does martial arts, they know why it's important. It's important to pressure test every single technique, because if you do it in the dojo, you're friends. We train together, we work together, we don't want to hurt each other. But when you're in a real situation, your adrenaline goes up and everything can go out the window. You forget about how you're supposed to move, you forget about, using your body weight, you forget about manipulating the person's momentum against them. You forget about all of that because you haven't pressure tested it. And the thing that happens is that you'll get a bit scared, adrenaline goes up, everything goes out of your mind. So you need to create situations which are as real as possible. And the way we do it in our dojo, you will get head guards, gloves, and we go all out and really want to attack. So you have to implement those high pressure situations in order to make it seem as real as possible.
One of the questions that I get asked the most is the fear when you're in the situation. Okay, you get scared, your heart starts to pump, and to be honest with you, the only thing that you want to do is just run. How do you deal with that?
Well, if you want to run, you run. That's the first thing you should do.
Yeah, but then you've got no choice.
Yeah, but if you haven't got a choice and you have to fight, sometimes fear can be a good thing, but you need to have confidence in your techniques. You need to be able to move like the technique we're talking about, Kai Tanaga. Let's say Jason comes with a punch and I'm afraid of that punch, I'm going to move back, okay? That's where the fear will get you. But sometimes it can work. So if he comes with it, I need to move forward here. That's where I want to be. Now he's vulnerable. He's in a position where he doesn't want to be. And I'm in a great position from here. So your fear can work to your advantage. It can make you run. If you've got a space to run, then by all means run.
Hey, wait, isn't that what Obi-Wan said?
Yeah,
Use your fear.
That's what I taught Obi-Wan. But yeah, fear can be a good thing. It can be a good thing, but don't let it take over you completely, that you freeze. You need to understand that if you do not do something, you're going to get hurt.
Fear leads to suffering, suffering leads to hate, hate leads Yoda. Okay, a couple people have asked us about the online training. Now, the links will be in description and here and here and here. Now, the online training, okay, is basically everything across our entire channel, but it's just compressed into a small amount for you to understand exactly what's going on, and it means that it will save you time, okay? So you don't have to get our online training, but it will basically compress everything that we know into a very, very small space. So if you're interested in that, go and have a look.
So in conclusion, okay, if you don't implement techniques properly, they will fail you in any martial arts. They will completely fail you. You need to move, when you move, you need to be assertive, you need to be confident in your techniques, and you can't overthink things, because then you just get caught up in that one technique, which possibly will not work for that specific situation. So I hope this helps, Hopefully you won't get into any situations. If you do, yeah, by all means, run. But if you can't run, that's when these things come into play. Take care.
Take care.